Also guys, welcome back, and today I'm going to be giving you a run through of my graphics settings so you can get a game that looks something similar to mine. Let's get straight into it. So in the video tab, window mode, borderless full screen, I'm in 1080p. Keep these two off, VSync off, FPS limit disabled, draw distance I have 10k. I actually feel like anything above 10k is just useless because there's not many maps larger than 10 kilometers, so I like to keep on 10 kilometers. Nearby depth of field I have off. These two are preference, so do however you want to do with that. Post process anti-aliasing I have FXAA high because I feel like on any other one it makes everything look a bit too sharp, and I don't, in my personal preference, I don't like games looking that sharp. I do like that blurry look to them, so I like to keep FXAA high. But if you were to choose one, I would choose between SMAA high or FXAA high, between one of those two. Depth of field quality, I have none. Ambient occlusion, medium. Screen space reflections, medium. You don't really notice a difference between that, so I can change that. Or it looks a little bit different, but it's not that noticeable. Contact shadows I have on. Hardware anti-aliasing I have 2 times. Foliage smoothing I have on trees because I feel like the trees in Reforger don't really look that good, especially from a distance. So I like to keep that the foliage smoothing on trees. Model geometric data I have on high. Object draw distance I have on ultra. If you're going to have a higher draw distance, you should keep your object draw distance higher as well. Terrain surface detail I have on parallax plus shadows, which is kind of, you'll notice it in the textures on the ground in the grass. It kind of adds 3D look to it. Texture detail I have on high. I do like textures in games, so I like to keep them on the high level on the graphics. So I have texture detail and texture filtering both on high. Grass quality I like to keep on medium. This just changes how filled the grass parts look, but this can take a hit on FPS. Grass draw distance I have on 150 meters. Shadow quality I have on high. Distant shadows I have on low. The shadow looks really good on high. Distant shadows you don't really notice it in a distance, from a distance, so I like to keep on low. Render target format I like to keep on standard. I don't really see a difference, so I just leave on standard to save the FPS. Environment quality I also have on medium. So that is my video settings. You can go ahead and either copy that or use it as a base. The audio tab, earplugs 80%, master volume 100, music volume 0, effects volume 100, dialogue volume 0, voice chat volume 100, and then that's all catered towards you. Interface, I scroll through it, but this is all preference again. Gameplay, I think I keep everything standard except for keyboard collective control type. So this is when you're flying helicopters, and changes how the collectives react. So regular is just how it used to be before 1.6 came out. Between all the options I'd pick between direct and regular, but I like to keep mine on regular because I learn on regular and I find it a lot easier. Controller collective, I don't use these two, so I just leave them how they are. Mouse aiming sensitivity at 1.8, so this is all based on you and your mouse DPI. I don't actually know my mouse DPI, so I just did it based off how it felt. Controller aim is, I don't use a controller. Aim down sight sensitivity multiplier I have on 0.55. These two I keep on 100. First person field of view I have on 84. I feel like that's just a sweet spot. Don't like to go any more zoomed out or any more zoomed in than that. Third person field of view 86. Don't really use third person, so it's not really a matter to me. Vehicle field of view I have on 90. I like to see everything I can while I'm driving. Aim down sights focus intensity I like to keep on 75. So this is when, if you're in aim down sights, when you can zoom in. So it judges how zoomed out you are when you're not zoomed in, and then how far you can zoom in. So I like to keep this on 75. This is for top scopes, this is for bottom scopes. I like to keep bottom scopes on 100 so I can see everything, because I'll usually be using bottom scopes for longer ranges. Controls, I keep everything the same except for weapon. If you come to low ready, it should automatically set on left shift. I'll show you what this does. So say I'm sprinting. Oh no, there's a guy right there. My gun's not up in a ready to fire position, so I now have to left click to get it back up, and then left click again to shoot. Whereas if I don't have that binded, I can simply run on this guy there and shoot straight away. So it's useful. As you can see, it just comes straight back up. So all that, I keep every other bind, I keep the same except for that one. I just delete that one bind. Now next up, if you come into your Nvidia app and you come down to something called smooth motion, and I would recommend turning this on if your graphics card supports this. I think it was anything after the 40 series cards, so recommend turning this on. It will also turn your low latency mode onto ultra. But if you look on the top right of the screen, you notice the Reforger FPS counter, and then in the top left you'll see my Steam FPS counter. Two different values, because one is showing the base game FPS and then one is showing with smooth motion. It's essentially DLSS. I don't know entirely how it works. You can search it up, but it gives you way better FPS, and I recommend turning this on. Now the last thing is I recommend coming into your Nvidia control panel, coming to the manage 3D settings, into program settings, find Arma Reforger, and then keep everything on use global settings. So I'll go through everything that I have changed. So anti-aliasing gamma correction I have on. Low latency mode will be on ultra because you have smooth motion on, so just leave that. OpenGL CDI compatibility I have on auto, which is the global setting. I could just change that back. Actually no, I won't. I'll just leave it like that. OpenGL rendering GPU, select your GPU. Power management mode I have on prefer maximum performance. Texture this I have off. Texture filtering negative LOD bias I have on allow, and then texture filtering quality I have on quality. These two I have on, and then that is it for your Nvidia control panel, which you can apply that and close off of that. After you've done all that, make sure you restart your game and then load back in, and your game should be looking a lot better. So that's everything for my graphics. I hope that helped. Obviously you can copy them completely, or you can cater them to your system. Obviously everybody's system's different, so it's gonna have different capabilities. But that's enough from me. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.